you can tell he's got his defense ready. Of course, Mark Brown, I think he does the defensive lineman, and he's got a good bunch now that I see to work with. So, you know, last year we didn't think we were going to do very well, but we got a good set of coaches who put these kids and get them to believe they can win, and that's all it takes.
Outstanding staff. 2:23 to go in the ball game. Here's the quarterback sneak for the first down, and he got it. 2-yard gain by Allison, and that should do it right there, unless they call a timeout, and surely they won't. 2:17 to go. We're going to run out the clock right here.
Michael Cranford in the game for the Dogs, junior.
Want to wish Garrett Morgan good luck tonight. This is his first game as head coach of his career. Garrett Morgan used to be defensive coordinator here for the last 4 years. Of course, came here from Texas High with Coach Surratt, and is now down at Jasper, and they're playing Lumberton, I believe, tonight.
You know, when I talked to Surratt about why did he go to Jasper, and he goes, Mark, they beat us in the 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, and JV the last year we played him. He said there's athleticism there. He had to go. Oh, listen,
yeah, he has on that job a long time ago. Here's a handoff to another one in, Jacob Holman, Jr. This is the 5th running back that is carried for the Bulldogs, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. 1:42 to go in this ball game. I think we're gonna run it out right here if the referee will cooperate.
We could take a knee. Should be able to run this out.
Yep, referee's cooperating. He starts the 25-second clock late, and so this is going to get it down to about a minute when we snap this. A minute and 6 seconds or so. Bulldogs winning here 43-12. Plan to go with us next week over to Lindale and see the Bulldogs go up against the Lindale Eagles. Boy, that was one heck of a game here last year. Here's a handoff. It goes to the big running back. This is Walden. Almost lost it, it appeared. And the referee, good job over there, head linesman. He keeps it running even though he went out of bounds. That's going to be a gain of about 3 yards.
He should have been in the circus as much as he was juggling that ball. Nobody had touched him, and he never did get a hold to it until he almost fell down. He's taking his time to blow it in.
Yeah, taking his time again. Now, he's a good referee. He knows what's going on. 38 seconds to go. All right, so we're going to run one more play, and then that's it. The Bulldogs are going to go 1-0 in the season. 13 straight wins going back to last year when we were 2-2 after being thumped by Chapel Hill and thumped again by Nacogdoches. Then we reeled off 12 in a row to win our 3rd straight championship. All right, one more play right here. Handoff goes to Walden. Walden right side. Gains 2 more yards. That's going to be it. Dogs are going to win it by a score of 43-12. 1-0 on the year. 18 in a row here at Bulldog Stadium. 13 in a row dating back to last season. Headed to Lindale. Back with the wrap-up and an interview with Coach Surratt right after this.
Since 1951, Pippin Motor Company has been serving you, the residents of Panola and surrounding counties. Hi, I'm Will Blackwell, and I want to personally invite you to buy your next newer pre-owned vehicle from us. Quality GM products, top dollar for trade-ins, low interest rates, large rebates, and a no-pressure sales experience. What better place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle? That's Pippin Motor Company across from Panola College, 693-6691, or on the web at pippinmotorcompany.com.
When it's time to grill in the backyard, you want to put your best foot forward. How do you do that? By shopping at Bill's Meat Market in Carthage. Bill has only the very best beef and pork. Steaks cut to your liking. Brisket, ribeye racks, tenderloins. And don't forget about that delicious sausage. All at Bill's Meat Market. Bill's Meat Market and Catering. 1317 West Panola. If you want that pat on the back for the best cooking in town, shop at Bill's in Carthage.
At Citizens Bank in Carthage, we want you to not only feel like a customer, but like one of our extended family. Citizens Bank would like to help you build that dream home, buy a first home, or relocate to a larger residence. The friendly loan staff at Citizens Bank can make those dreams come true. Come by our Carthage location and speak to Sonia Hathorn about your options. Citizens Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
'Cause we stand for your success.
And we'll have Larry Allen and his wrap-up in 30 seconds.
The Heart's Way Hospice Volunteer Program is looking for individuals from college age to retirement to bring comfort, friendship, or a tender ear to local families being served by Hart's Way in Panola County and the surrounding areas. Hart's Way provides training and support for your volunteer service. The enrichment you receive and the comfort you give is immeasurable. For more information, please call 903-690-9924 or visit the website at www.hartswayhospice.org.
Friday night at Bulldog Stadium, the Carthage Bulldogs met the Jacksonville Indians, and the Dogs got on the board first, taking the opening kickoff. They drove it downfield. Blake Bogan shoots on a 1-yard quarterback sneak. Kick was wide left. 6-0 Dogs, 9:48 to play in the first. Then Jacksonville took it the length of the field, and they tied it up on a 3-yard run. Their extra point was also no good, tied up 6-6, 5:38 to play in the first quarter. The Bulldogs then upped the lead to 20-6 on 2 touchdown passes of 11 and 14 yards from Blake Bogan shoots to Ed Pope. It was 20-6, 1:05 to play in the first quarter. Jimmy Gonzalez, sophomore kicker, added a 32-yard field goal with 6:04 to play until halftime, 23-6 Dogs. The Dogs ended the first half scoring on a 12-yard run by Tevin Pipkin, 29-6 Carthage at halftime. Justin Williams increased the Dog lead to 36-6 on a 2-yard run, 6:27 to play in the third. And the Dogs then finished out their scoring for the night on an 11-yard run by D.K. Callaway, 1:59 to play in the third. Carthage up 43-6. The final score of the night on a 17-yard pass for Jacksonville, and the final was 43-12. Here's a look at the stats. Carthage with the edge in first downs, 21-11. Edge on the ground, 145-94. Through the air, the Bulldogs 15 of 24 for 226. Jacksonville 10 of 3 for 122. Total yardage, Carthage 371. The Indians 216. 1 turnover in the ball game. That was a pass for Carthage that was picked off. Jacksonville 0-1. Carthage 1-0. Dating back to last year, the Bulldogs on a 13-game winning streak now, and they still are undefeated in Bulldog Stadium, 18-0. here at Bulldog Stadium. Once again, your score Friday night from Bulldog Stadium in Carthage, Texas. The Carthage Bulldogs 43 and the Jacksonville Indians 12. For your Sports Beat station, I'm Larry Allen.
Larry, let's see if Dustin can get Coach Rad. Coach Rad's giving some last-minute instructions to the team. Well, a great ball game. And tell you what, it's going to make this a very exciting season, is it not?
I think so, Jerry.
Okay, Dustin, go ahead.
All right, Coach. You knew coming in you had a lot of offensive stars replaced from last year, but I thought they looked well calmed and confident in themselves. And first drive, I think they kind of settled down. I thought the offense was to go with it first. I thought they looked real good tonight. You know, the offense line did a great job tonight.
Well, they did. You know, the first thing we was talking about is we wanted to defer because, you know, I know our defense is we're pretty good over there, hopefully, and we've been so good over there so far. And you said, well, you know, we've never deferred, so we're not going to start now. And we took it down, and that was a big drive, and we executed well. Bogey threw it well, and you know, of course, E. Pope made some plays for us, and the offensive line really dominated tonight, and that was a big key. And you know, we had 4 new guys in there, and they played well. You can't give enough props to those guys and Coach Smith. But our defense played really well. You noticed early we was filling them out, seeing what they were doing, and then you know, and then they didn't have much after that.
I know at the beginning of the game you kind of start off Blake, the quarterback, with some short passes, and then kind of gradually increased them and did a lot of rollout and play action passes. That just kind of let him feel comfortable in there as a first or as a sophomore.
Well, you know, we always know, whether it was the great quarterbacks I've coached, you know, we always want to get those guys going and confident. And so we'll start a lot of times a short game, and sometimes we'll do like we did last year's state championship game, fake it and throw it deep. You know, we hope to stay unpredictable, and if we're good enough, we'll continue to do the same. But he played well tonight, and he's got a long way to go. He missed some throws, but I know it's a one-week deal, and a lot of times when you're dealing with young kids, it's like a roller coaster. They'll be up one week, down the next, and that's what we got to prevent, getting the downs and staying up.
I think the back seven, the linebackers and the quarterbacks did a great job. I would like to talk about the defensive line. You're rotating about 2 guys in every position. I thought they did a real good job considering what you lost last year of kind of controlling that line of scrimmage as well.
I think we control both sides of the line of scrimmage, and it's a big key. I mean, as long as you can do that each game, you got a chance. And we did lose a lot of guys up front, but those guys played well, and if we can continue to get better, I think we'll be okay.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll see you next week in Lindale as we travel out there to play them on our first away game of the year, and we'll get ready for Chapel Hill when they come back here in 2 weeks. Thanks, Coach. Go ahead and throw it back up to you, Mark and Larry. Another great night by the Bulldogs. I think they kind of, surprised me in a few things tonight as well. I was really surprised that Rick Eating was able to come back this early after the surgery he had and filled in at that outside linebacker position. But I'll kind of wait and see if we might see him some later on the offense side of the ball at the receiver. So we'll go ahead and throw it back up to you, and we'll close it out.
You've been listening to Carthage Bulldog Football on KGAS. Our broadcast was brought to you in part by Panola College, State Farm Insurance, Tate Barber your agent, HEB, Creel's AAA Fence, XL Ford Lincoln, First State Bank and Trust Company, Courtney Construction, Farmers State Bank, Pippin Motor Company, Bill's Meat Market, and Citizens Bank. Other fine sponsors making this game possible include Hartsway Hospice, Carthage Furniture, Panola National Bank, Ken Turner Pharmacy, The Filling Station, East Texas Medical Center Carthage, The Popcorn Place, Carthage Discount Tire and Brake, Toyota of Marshall, Copper Falls, and Just in Time. Coming up next is Mark Bounds and the KGAS staff with your East Texas Scoreboard Show. A video replay of tonight's game can be seen on Carthage Cable Channel 21 on Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. Or you can view the video stream anytime at www.kgasradio.com. Good night, everyone.